Greetings, fellow traveler. I am grateful you chose to stop by. Welcome to the Stoic Sigma Society. We are grateful for your company and invite you to take a short walk with us. We were just about to explore the often misunderstood topic of neediness versus vulnerability. Let us jump into it, shall we? Navigating the intricate dance between vulnerability and neediness in relationships is akin to walking a tightrope. It requires balance, focus, and a clear understanding of one's inner self and boundaries. The distinction lies in the motivation behind our actions and the degree of self-awareness and independence we maintain even as we open our hearts. Vulnerability is about showing your true self, warts and all, to someone you trust, without the fear of judgment or abandonment. It's the courage to be seen for who you are, to share your hopes, fears, and insecurities, and to allow someone else to truly know you. This openness is the bedrock of deep, meaningful connections and is characterized by a willingness to face one's own insecurities and the uncertainty of life head-on, together with a partner. Neediness, on the other hand, arises from a place of insecurity and dependency. It manifests as a constant seeking of validation, assurance, and attention from others, driven by a fear of abandonment or not being enough. Unlike vulnerability, which is about sharing one's inner world without the expectation of resolution or validation, neediness often seeks to pull from the other person, using their emotional response as a crutch for one's own unmet needs and self-esteem issues. Vulnerability, as previously discussed, is the brave act of opening up to another, showing your true self with all its imperfections, emotions, and desires. It's a deliberate choice to let someone see your fears, dreams, and insecurities, grounded in the belief that genuine connection stems from authenticity and mutual trust. Vulnerability is an expression of strength, rooted in the confidence of one's self-worth and the courage to be fully seen and understood. Understanding the nuances of vulnerability and neediness reveals a fine line between the two, primarily distinguished by the individual's self-sufficiency and motivations. Vulnerability is self-assured. It does not demand action or response but rather shares for the sake of deepening connection, understanding, and intimacy. It's an empowering act of self-expression and mutual exchange, enriching both individuals and the relationship. Neediness, conversely, tends to be a draining force. It demands energy, reassurance, and constant attention from the other, often stemming from a lack of self-esteem and an inability to self-soothe or find contentment within oneself. The Sigma male, or indeed anyone, navigating the waters of emotional openness, aims to foster vulnerability while steering clear of neediness. This balance ensures that while they are open to forming deep, meaningful connections, they remain rooted in their sense of self, their independence, and their capacity to manage their own emotional needs. In essence, the art of being vulnerable without being needy lies in maintaining one's autonomy and self-worth, engaging in open and honest communication for the sake of closeness and understanding, rather than seeking external validation or emotional rescue. To be vulnerable without being needy, focus on: Number 1. Self-awareness. Understand your own emotions and needs. Recognize when you're seeking validation or reassurance from your partner and ask yourself if this is something you can provide for yourself. It's about knowing that while your partner can add to your happiness, they are not the sole source of it. Number 2. Communication. Express your feelings and needs honestly but without the expectation that your partner is responsible for fixing your issues. It's about sharing to let them into your world, not burdening them with the expectation to solve your problems. Number 3. Independence. Cultivate your own hobbies, interests, and social circles. A well-rounded individual brings more to a relationship and is less likely to lean on their partner for all emotional support. Number 4. Trust. Trust that being open and honest will not lead to abandonment. Vulnerability is about taking risks, and though it can be scary, it's also what leads to the greatest rewards in relationships. Number 5. Emotional regulation. Work on managing your emotions in a way that doesn't overwhelm your partner. It's okay to feel intense emotions. It's how you handle and communicate them that matters. In essence, the Sigma male, renowned for his independence, strength, and self-sufficiency, can still embrace vulnerability in a relationship without fear of being seen as needy. It's about sharing your true self and inviting your partner to do the same, fostering a connection built on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. Remember, vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. It signifies confidence in one's self-worth and the courage to be imperfect together. With a better understanding of to show the strength of vulnerability, instead of the weakness of neediness, how do you see this as useful? We are curious to know what that looks like for you. Drop us your thoughts in the comments. Now, before you go, we wanted to express that we are grateful for you for choosing to walk with us while we explored this topic. Would it be too much trouble to ask that you do us the small favor of giving this video a thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, and ringing that bell? Do us this small favor because then you won't have to miss out on a single stroll we take. These kind gestures truly help us connect with more like-minded individuals. Whatever you choose, know that we are already grateful to have walked with you a while. Thank you for choosing to go on this adventure with us. We are grateful because we know your time is precious and we know that you have choice in what you watch. Until next time, my fellow traveler. Tread silently within the shadows of the Stoic Sigma Society. Command your space. Let the echoes of your journey whisper the untold tales of strength, and remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and in all things show compassion. We bid you safe travels. We will continue patiently walking while we wait for your return.